Hey Danae, how's it going? This is Jeremiah, and this is my wife Megan.
Hey Danae.
And this over here is our dog Wake. He's gonna probably be a star in our little movie here, just because he seems to be annoying like that. So I wanted to let you know what all the background noise was. But excellent question. I thought I'd answer this with my wife since I think she can give some interesting input to this one as well. A little history into our band. My Epic started as a 4-piece, quickly moved to a 5-piece, and then quickly moved back to a 4-piece, and ultimately ended up a 3-piece. For the majority of the timeline of my Epic, we were a 3-piece, which consisted of me and my really good friends Aaron and Jesse Stone. And that's not a coincidence. They don't just happen to have the same last name. They were brothers. So for the majority of my Epic, it consisted of 2 brothers. So touring with your family in that sense looks a lot like what you would imagine. A lot of funny stories, as well as a lot of arguments and little brotherly scuffs. But ultimately a good time and something that none of us would... what am I looking for here?
Take back?
None of us would ever take that back. But I think you were more getting at what does it look like to leave or tour with a significant other. 3.5 years ago, I married Meg, and we decided to, instead of separating on tour, that we would work it out to make sure she could come along. So we made a couple decisions as a family of what that would look like. To make it happen, and some of you may even remember Meg from tour. She came, usually worked our merch bench, and actually even sold some things that she made of her own. She does a little sewing, and so that's how we did that. But Meg, what was touring like for you? Touring as a family.
Touring was very interesting. The first tour was, if I can remember correctly, was kind of hard. The second tour, since I had been on one tour, I felt a little bit more experienced and knew what to expect. Your time schedule gets totally changed and thrown off, so getting used to staying up till, 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then some mornings, though, you have to get up early to drive, which drove me crazy. Aaron's really big on being a stickler, on being on time and leaving on time and getting there on time, so sometimes I would want to wring its neck. But, sorry, our cat and dog are having a tiff. So getting used to the new time schedule was interesting. Definitely didn't eat very healthy. We were vegans, which was interesting. I don't know how well we did that. But it was definitely a lot of fun. I got to see parts of the country I never would have probably seen. Got to meet all different types of people. It's an easy lifestyle in certain ways. You know what you're doing every day, and you just get to travel and hang out with people and have fun. I definitely love the guys. They're like brothers to me, so hanging out with them and the other band that whoever we were touring with was always a lot of fun. Got close with them, and you know, I guess some of my best memories are one place in particular. I slept in a room. Maya and I had the bed, but then there were probably 10 guys, sleep on the floor, and I was tired, and one guy was snoring really loud, and I just sat up in bed and cried because I just wanted to sleep, and I wanted some privacy, and it just wasn't happening that night. So there were definitely some hard times, but it was definitely a highlight and a fun time in my life, and I'm so thankful I got to do that. And I look forward to doing small little tours or festivals now. You know, I'm kind of past the 2-week, 3-week, whatever. But if I had a chance to go out to California and back on a tour like that, I probably would try to make it work. So
Yeah, it does bring on its share of difficulties. Financially, it's extremely straining.
Yeah.
The first couple of years of our marriage were really difficult financially, in a large part due to that. The band really doesn't bring home any money. It pays for itself. It buys our food and our travel while we're on tour, but other than that, it really doesn't do anything for us. So we'd have to save up enough from our meager little jobs to basically hold over our bills that month. Get some friends to watch our animals, and but it's something that I know we would never trade for anything.
No.
Our experiences were just awesome, and it's just going to be awesome to look back on our life and know that we did that.
Yeah, I'm so thankful I'll have that I experienced that in life. Like that was, yeah, I definitely would never give that up. I wouldn't go back and change that.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
There's a lot of things in life that you're like, that'd be really cool to do, and
yeah,
so few of them you actually do, and
yeah.
it's one that we actually did, and again, we'd never trade it for anything, and
yeah.
so ultimately, I think it was great. It was worth the risk. It was worth the trials. It was a blast. It was hard. It it didn't put our marriage through the ringer, but it put us through the ringers. It taught us a lot about each other, and just helped us learn about how to sit in the same car and be in the same venue for 24 hours a day.
You get really good at like looking at an 8-hour drive as that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Now I've gotten out of that, and now an 8-hour drive would kill me, but you kind of get used to that. That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
So, for example.
So hopefully that's a little insight into what it's like to tour with a family. I can't even imagine what it's like to tour and leave your family. So I couldn't even speak to that. But I don't think I could make that call for longer than a couple days. So I can't speak to that one, but certainly we love touring together. Touring is just a blast, and if you ever get a chance to do it, I'd say check it out.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks a lot. Grace and peace.
Thank you. Grace and peace.